Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a little educational tool review for some of the newer techs and mechanics coming into the game, and for some of the DYI'ERS out there who basically work on some of their own personal vehicles. As you already know, this is your 5-drawer U.S. General tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. We're going to get over here to some special tools that new beginning tech basically should have in their tool chest or toolbox. More than likely, when you first get into the field, more than likely you may be changing tires, or you may work in a lube tech shop. These are very specific special tools right here to remove oil filters and all sorts of different makes and model vehicles. You have all sorts of different size dimensions of oil filters. Some of them are canisters, some of them are basically paper filters that sit in oil filter housings. So right now we're going to start with a tool like this, as you can see. And basically what this tool does is it wraps around the canister filter and it locks in tight so that you can twist and turn it loose to remove the oil filter. Okay. Over here, these two, which you see, are what you call oil filter claws. Right here is a 1/2 inch oil filter claw. And then right here, what you have is a 3/8 oil filter claw. Now, what this mechanism does is it extends like that. So now when you have the ratchet on it and you're going to spin it off, it locks into the filter and it spins the filter offwards. Okay? Now we're going to move into a set that's like this, which is made by Laos. As you can see, the part number is 13300. What this set basically is a 5-piece set, and what you have here are low profile oil filter removal sockets. And as you see, you have a 24 millimeter, 29, 27, 32, and 35/36 millimeter. Depending upon where you work, some shops provide certain particular tools to you, and some other shops do not. So I suggest that you should always have these in your tool chest or your toolbox. They come in very handy when it comes to doing your job a whole lot much more faster. Basically, you don't want to get stuck in the job and don't basically have the proper tools to remove the part, or you wind up using tools that don't suit the application, and you wind up damaging something or damaging a customer's vehicle. I'm gonna give you a good look at what some of the other oil filter flutes look like if your shop does not provide them to you. So give me a second. Okay, as you can see, these are Stillman Pro lubrication tools. As you can see, there are all sorts of different types of flutes for all sorts of different makes and model vehicles. Like I said, there are many different oil filters that range in all sorts of different sizes and dimensions for different make and model vehicles. Where I work at, the shop does provide some of these flutes, but I actually personally own my own sets. These sets are mainly more utilized by mechanics and techs who are new to the shop, who basically do not have these items either in their tool selection toolbox or tool chest. Like I said, some shops provide them, some shops don't. So this is to give you a good overview of basically what to look for and basically what to have as far as being a new technician coming into a shop, or a DYI'ER who actually work on their own personal vehicles, who get stuck in a jam trying to remove a filter, and they either wind up damaging the filter or damaging other parts. So basically that's what that is. So I'm gonna come back. Okay, as you can see down here, if I can get it out here. Okay, as you can see right here, this is a 64 millimeter oil filter housing wrench. This is designed for Toyotas, Lexus, and Scions. There are actually a couple of other vehicles, I believe, that this oil filter wrench is applied to in specifications also. As you can see, this is the part number AC1096. This is made by Autocraft. And as you can see, it has 6 teeth that lock in to the oil filter housing. And as you can see on the inside, it says not for impact use. So I would not suggest or advise to use an impact wrench with this type of oil flute. I'm gonna lay it up here. As you can see in the back, you could either use a 1/2-inch ratchet or a 1/2-inch breaker bar, but I use at times, what you can see here is a 21 millimeter socket. This socket is made by Expert. This is a brand of Mac tools. So I do have sockets of them. Everything that I have is not just all Snap-on or Tecton or Milwaukee or Matco or Sunex, because I do have a large variety of different sockets, and I have a lot of different variety of sockets for different reasons. But as you can see, the 21 millimeter locks in over top. I prefer a lot of times to use the sockets and than to actually use the anvils of either my ratchet or the breaker bar. I don't want to put too much stress on some of my ratchets, so I prefer to use the socket. So as you can see, it locks in tightly. And once again, this is a 64 millimeter oil filter housing wrench. So basically, you know, those are the tools that I suggest for newer techs and mechanics coming into the game, especially if you're just beginning and you're just starting off, because more than likely you'll be doing tires, or you'll be doing oil changes someplace to allow you to do brakes and a couple of other jobs, depending upon your qualifications and your skills as far as what type of experience you have and how long you basically been into the field. Okay, so this is going to be your tool review today of the 5-drawer US General tool cart with side trays and deep compartment as always. Okay, peace.